guys, I'm Gina, aka Ketocajunangel. Welcome to my channel. I have not been on for quite a while. I've had a lot of things going on health wise, not feeling good, very good. A lot of planning and everything for our summer reading program that started yesterday after Memorial Day. But I just wanted to go over some things. I haven't got on the scale in a little while since um, I put on some pounds. It's been a while. I think the last time I got on, I weighed 208, I think it was 208, and that was about 2 weeks ago, right after Mother's Day. So I'm working on getting my weight back underneath the 208 and further on. I go to the doctor tomorrow as a follow-up, and hopefully, I don't know what we're gonna do. I know my doctor wants to put me on some kind of medication. I can't be on metformin. I'm allergic to it because my whole body started itching. So I'm very skeptical about putting anything in my body to try to, uh, do anything to my body to make me lose weight. Um, I'm not having any blood sugar issues. So I really don't know where I'm going to stand. I'll have to discuss that with him tomorrow. But I wanted to talk about, like I said, I'm still working on getting everything under control. We have been working to try to get our swimming pool up and going. We had to kind of level it out a little bit. So this time I hope it's a little deeper where I can do some water aerobics. So I'm really excited about that. My Mother's Day was great. My son got me a dozen roses and a card, and that was such a sweet surprise. My daughter sent me something in the mail. She sent me a $25 gift card from Amazon, which she knows I love to shop on Amazon, and a little Snoopy that's holding a sign that says "World's Greatest Mother," a mom, I think is what it said. The world's greatest mom. So I have that sitting up on my bed. I'm recording up here. I'm waiting for my son to get off work, so I thought I'd go ahead. I did record back around Mother's Day, but I ended up deleting it because time went by so much, and I didn't really, when I watched it, I really didn't like the way it was. It would have been really good because I did, the day after Mother's Day, I went to Brookshire's and I got a whole bunch of steaks on sale. They were awesome. I have a Ninja grill, and that thing is phenomenal. It cooks steaks perfect. Anyway, I plan on getting some more steaks, but I haven't yet. I had to, pay all the bills and make sure I have enough money to do that. So I'll probably go to the store tomorrow and get some more stuff for the weekend and stuff. I've got a kind of a family reunion memorial coming up this weekend. And then our library is, we're going to be opening another library, and we're going to have like a breaking ground thing on Sunday. So my weekend's pretty full. Let's see, Mother's Day, I told you about my husband and my daughter and my son. My husband made me breakfast, and I purchased myself a hammock chair, and we got a stand for it and got it all set up. So now I have a little oasis to sit by the pool. It's shaded, and I can read a book, listen to a book, or listen to music. I got my MP3, MP4 think it's an MP3 player, all up and running with all my music. And we like to play the music. I've got a small speaker, and we put that on, and we, float around in the pool or do whatever. Excuse me. Sunday, I think we were working on the pool this past weekend. We had some rain, so we had to wait till it wasn't raining. Saturday, I worked a little bit, but not very much. It was basically getting the pool. We had one hose and was draining the pool, and it took 3 days. It was like so slow. But we got the pool drained, and then it had just a little bit of water that wouldn't drain out. So I had to use a wet vac. I did that on Saturday. Sunday, my son helped me because I didn't get all of it. He got out there with a bucket and was throwing water out. And I finished, when we got it all down to a level where I could put the wet vac in the pool, on dry ground, and have the electrical thing up where I wouldn't get electrocuted. I finished getting all these little puddles drained out. And I know I'm rattling on, but I'm just trying to tell y'all the things that have been going on. When I got it all dried out and everything, the sides needed to be washed. So we discussed about just putting some water in it and then getting in with the water sprayer and brushes, and all of us getting in there. But I was by myself Sunday afternoon because Brandon got tired and went in because he worked really hard, bucketing that water out, bending over and stuff. I was just going like this with the little hose. And my husband didn't feel all that great, so he didn't get out in the sun because it was really hot and we didn't have any of the umbrellas up. So we have a camera that shines on the swimming pool. And my husband come out there and he goes, Gina, get out of the pool right now. And I'm like, what's your problem? And he goes, I know you're pushing yourself, because I was. I had hoses coming down from this trailer, water hose, faucet, this one, all coming into the pool. And he said my face was so red. And when I started climbing out of the pool, I almost passed out. I was that heat exhausted. And so we got into the trailer. I got seated, and he said, let me get you a rag. I'm not going to get you a cold rag, but a lukewarm rag. And I want you to put it on your face and around your neck and stuff. And then we'll get a fan. He didn't have the air conditioner on it, just because that would have been too cold, and it could have caused a lot more problems. And so it took me a while to cool down, and I felt fine. I felt real sick at my stomach, and I had a headache. But after I cooled down, the headache went away, and I was able to eat something. And then he said, we're not getting back out there tonight. We'll have to wait till Monday, and Brandon and I will have to come out there, and we'll all three be in there. We'll put the umbrellas up. And so early Monday morning, which was Labor Day, we got up, I guess it was about 7. We ate a little breakfast, and then we put the umbrellas out, which we have them all around the pool, and it's really nice, adds some shade. And then Brandon came out there, and we cleaned the sides of the pool, started filling the water up. It took until about 2 o'clock Tuesday morning. I woke up and thought, oh, forgot to tell y'all, I had 2 hoses coming in. And I walked down there to check, turn the water off, and there were 2 big old holes in 2 of the hoses that were connected to reach the pool. So, and the yard was squishy, and I thought, oh, good gosh. I am watering my yard. Instead of the water going into the pool, it was more or less going into the yard. And so I turned that off, unhooked it, and told my husband we're going to have to just use one hose. It's going to take forever to fill it up. And about 2 o'clock Tuesday morning, I went out there and it had about this much water to the top. And I thought, I don't want to have to come back out here again. So I turned the water off. And then I told my husband when my son and I left for work, I said, go turn the water back on, but watch it. Don't let it start overflowing because we've already wasted a lot of water in our yard. And I felt like the more I try, oh, and we had rainstorms come in Sunday afternoon. Luckily, we were already done doing what we were doing and filling the pool up. And then these rainstorms came in. So I got lucky there that we started getting the water in the pool. It's not a very big pool. It's just one of those ones you buy at Walmart. It's about 18 foot round. It's superior for us three to get out there and play around. I've got a floating basketball thing and we play basketball. And that's a lot of work. And then I have noodles that I found exercises you can do in a pool with pool noodles. So that being said, I just can't wait to I'd rather be in the water exercising. But then I guess I finally got all that. We still haven't got the pool pump hooked up. We were going to do it yesterday evening. And when we were about to go home, it started coming a downpour. So there was no way we were going to get out there and start messing with the pool pump and hoses and electrical thing. We're like, that can wait. So I just have little floaters with the chlorine tablets right now. And I'm waiting on my son, and it's going to be dark by the time we get home. So we're not going to be able to hook the pool pump up today. I'm thinking it's probably going to have to, either I'll have to get up really early and hook it up, and then my husband can turn it on tomorrow and see if we have the hoses tight enough and stuff. But anyway, I know I'm rambling about my swimming pool. It's exciting and it's going to be fun and a lot of good exercise for us and relaxation as well, because here in Louisiana, honey, it gets hot and my face got a little red, so I don't have any makeup on. I'm kind of looking at it and I'm going, yeah, I've got a really red face from the sunburn. And then on my back, I had a swimsuit top on that had an X in it. And last night I thought, God, my shoulder, it hurts a little. I looked in the mirror and I have an X on my back. And I didn't put sunscreen on because we were up underneath the awning. So evidently the water reflection and everything just sort of, and the clouds, amplified the sun to where I got a little red. So hopefully it doesn't hurt now on my back. I did pull my back out this morning when I was getting stuff out of my car, so I had to be really careful not to make it worse. But again, I'm going to the doctor tomorrow, so I'll see what he says. And I told you I'm planning my summer reading program events. That's been a big part. It started yesterday and it goes until July 10th. So this next month and a half is going to be busy. Busy. But I love it because the kids love it and they're excited about reading, and that makes me happy. Let's see. Oh, I found somebody that does, I don't know if y'all have ever heard it called cardio drumming or drum fit. Fun. And we had planned on doing that up here with the kids with drumsticks. But it's kind of expensive to order all the balls and provide the balls, and drumsticks and everything for all the kids, and you never know how many kids you're going to get. So I found this guy that does it, and he has a big laundry basket and a big ball, and he uses pool noodles. He takes a pool noodle and cuts it into 3 pieces, and then he has 2 that he drums with to music. And so I said, hey, we can do that, and we don't even have to have balls. We can just use the tables. So on June 9th, that's what we're going to do, and I'm so excited because I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and it's kind of motivated me. I picked out the songs that I want to use, and I'm thinking about I should record this and put it out there myself, and do some different songs with the pool noodles. But at home, I have one of those big balls and a laundry basket. So I may set myself up to do a little drumming. Let's see, drum fit or cardio drumming. You can look online on YouTube and find a lot of videos. It was really big about 5 years ago. And they use drumsticks, and there's some really cool drumsticks, y'all, that light up. And I thought, oh my God, that would be so cool. But I think I'm just going to do it with the noodles. That way, anybody that watches it can use it. You can use spatulas, wooden spoons, rulers. You don't have to have drumsticks or noodles or anything. You can just pick up something and use it. You could use a pan on a table and drum it and really make some cool music with it. I bought Walmart buckets, the little blue buckets, like paint buckets, and flipped it over, and I bought a regular ball about this size. Works perfect. You could do that, or you could do the big ball, and there's so many different things you can do with it, and it just will be a lot of fun. That goes with exercise. I need to be more stricter on myself about keto. I love vegetables and I love meat. I saw somebody that posted a video that they made. They took chicken. I love chicken, but I got burnt out on chicken. I could never get burnt out on steak. I just can't. But they took chicken and they put Parmesan cheese on it, and they baked it, and I think they seasoned it and had Parmesan cheese, and then they drizzled a little bit of ranch dressing on it, and it looked so good. I was like, oh yeah, I can do that. And I have an Instant Pot, and the other day I made about 10 boiled eggs. I love boiled eggs, and I got a couple of them. I brought them to work, so I had a snack. And then my son got into them, and he is like a garbage disposal. He just doesn't gain weight, and I'm like, I'm so jealous. He can eat anything and not gain any weight. He's 38 years old, and I figured by now he would start gaining some weight, but no. He's just has a fast metabolism. And he eats a lot of stuff that's good for him. He eats salmon. I'm not a big salmon fan, but he cooks salmon, and he'll say, hey, Mom, you want some of this? And I'm like, no. He likes tuna. I like tuna fish sandwiches. I like chicken salad sandwiches. Well, not the sandwich part, but I had switched and started using flour tortillas, which is not keto. The other day, my husband wanted tacos, so I cooked the taco meat, and I told him, I said, you can have the flour tortillas, but I'm going to do something a little different that I saw a long time ago, and I did it one time, and it was really good. You take provolone cheese, you take a piece of parchment paper, you cut a square, put the provolone cheese in it, put it in the microwave, And I want to say I cooked it for close to 2 minutes. You have to watch it. You watch till it starts bubbling and starts turning brown, because you want to cook it to where it's done and it's gonna be crispy. Then you pull it out of the microwave, and you kind of fold it up where it's like a U, and let it cool. And then it peels off of the parchment paper, and you have a crispy taco shell. And I could not tell that it was cheese. It was so good. So that's what I had: meat and cheese and sour cream on this provolone crispy taco shell that I made. And my husband, he tried it. He goes, I don't care for it. I'm just going to use the flour tortillas. I'm like, go ahead. He can do whatever he wants to. But I've got to cut corners. I mean, it's there. That's all there is to it. I have to cut corners. But anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. I haven't been on here. I hope y'all understand. And we'll keep, tuning in and cheering me on, because I need some more motivation. I need to motivate myself. That's it. That's what I need. Good vibes or prayers or whatever you can send my way for Gina to get some motivation and get back on track. So I will talk to you later. I love y'all. Bye. Mwah.